Okay, hello everyone, a very warm welcome to today's video. So instead of doing a usual riding vlog outside, I thought instead I would finally get around to talking about this, which is the SPEXCEL Aero road cycling jersey. So I've had this for 2 months now, I think, and the weather's been warm enough a few times to get out in it, so I think I've got a reasonable amount of experience with it. So it's available for about £22, something like that, down below for you if you do want to go and check it out. It's remarkably similar to the Aero jersey from a popular brand, but there is no branding on this at all, so it's not a specific replica of this other brand, but it's very close in all fairness. I don't have the jersey from that brand to compare it to, but my initial and reasonably long-term impressions of this jersey are absolutely amazing for 22 quid, which is really cheap, especially when you consider the quality of low-end branded jerseys that are in that price range. This is just ridiculously good. So it is marketed as an Aero jersey. Whether there are any Aero benefits to it, God knows, but if it's reasonably similar to that of another brand, then you would expect the benefits of it to be pretty similar. So I think we'll start off in terms of sizing. I am about 6'1"-ish, which is just over 185 centimeters. When I got it, I was 80 kilos. I'm now 75.5, so I went for the size large, which I found at 80 kilos was probably a perfect fit. Now it is just getting a little bit on the loose side. It's not helped because I'm sat down. If I stand up, it does look a little bit better, but then when you get in a more Aero position, there is a lot more banginess. So I probably could have gone for the size down, but then I might have lost a bit of sleeve length, and I do quite like a reasonably long sleeve. My arms are getting skinnier, so the sleeves are tending to rise up a little bit more, but still remaining quite a decent length, and overall I am pretty impressed with how this thing fits. I think it is always quite hard when you're getting stuff from China to know sort of just exactly how things are going to fit. It is helpful when you can see the feedback from other AliExpress buyers that they'll often put in their dimensions and what size they got, whether it's a good fit or not. So if you are a little bit unsure, it's worth checking the feedback in the item description just to see what other people say, because I think the more people that are buying these things, the better the knowledge of us, like non-Chinese buyers, is going to be. In terms of looks, again, pretty impressed. I can't complain too much. It's available in a few different colours. I think there's grey, white, yellow, a very light blue, and then black. This is more of it's grey, but it has a bit of a blue hint to it, which I do quite like. But again, things like colour is personal preference, but I think in terms of the way the sleeves look, the nice fit, and the long length does look, to me anyway, reasonably impressive. Especially when you compare it to the popularity of the other brand that this is closely replicating. It does look pretty good. In terms of quality as well, I think that's probably got to be one of the most important things that you're looking at. Yes, you are saving a lot of money, but if it's rubbish, then you just have to buy another one. So it's a little bit swings and roundabouts with that. Quality of this, the best piece of kit that I've ever got from China. I can't really find any particular fault with it at all. There was one thread loose on one of the back pockets, but I just quickly cut that off and I've not had any issues with that again. The zipper does a really good job, especially because it is a reasonably tight fit. Or it certainly was before I lost some weight. The zipper does a really good job. You don't feel like it's going to snap, basically. And I've had it for a couple of months, so the durability seems to be doing quite well. These mesh sleeves on the arm could rip quite easily, one would imagine. So it's something to be careful of. but as long as you're not pushing the size boundaries with it too much, I don't think you should be having any problems with durability. I have hand washed this, I haven't put it in the washing machine. It does say there are some washing instructions behind the collar. I might risk it in the washing machine, I might not. I guess it's not too great of a loss if it ends up getting ruined in the washing machine, but I can't imagine that happening really. So I'm just taking the jersey off just so I can show you the back. There are 3 pockets and there is one of them with a zip on the left hand side of the screen. I'm thinking near the near the grey lines. Again, that zip's fine, good for keeping a little bit of loose change or anything like that. In there, there is also a really grippy, hopefully the camera's going to focus on that instead of on my face, there we go, a gripper down there which does a really good job of holding the jersey down. Some of the other jerseys that I have had in the past from China, well, there either hasn't been a gripper or the gripper just hasn't been very good at all. The pockets are quite tight, so you're not going to be fitting that much stuff in, but there's definitely enough for a nice summer's day. And this is really a summer jersey. It is very thin, very light, probably one of the lightest jerseys that I've ever had. But when you are riding in warm conditions, as I was a couple of weeks ago, the sweat really does show up, especially in this colour. Perhaps on the white or the black it won't show up quite as much, but it definitely did look quite embarrassing, the amount of sweat that showed up on this, but not really the jersey's fault. I don't imagine, at least it's wicking it away as well. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed that quick look at the SPEXCELModel cycling jersey. Like I say, link is in the description if you want to go and check it out. I would 100% recommend getting something like this if you do need a slightly tighter race cut jersey. 100% go for something like this. There's no point spending £100 plus on something that's very similar from the real brand. I think, obviously, like I said, I don't have the real-ish one to compare the quality of, but I'm happy with this. I would be happy if I paid £100 for it, and I'm super happy that I only paid £22. So, thumbs up from me.